Hi, so I'm playing Fire Emblem Three Houses with the Black Eagle house right now, and in Maddening modes, and not New Game Plus, so this is just a brand new game. And what I'm wanting to see just now is whether I can kill the Death Knight, who is like one of these kind of tough enemies, an optional enemy that you have for the first time in this level. So I've had a couple of attempts already and couldn't quite get enough damage. So I've been kind of tweaking things around and trying a few different approaches. So the thing I've got at the moment is I've basically like used all of my items. So you get these DLC items at the start of the game. So one of them was like a strength boost of +3 strength. I also got like a movement boost of +2 movement. And then I've also got this speed boost which I'm going to take. And then I've got a couple of characters who can theoretically manage to survive a confrontation with this guy. So if you look at his speed, he's got this attack speed of 17, so if I've got 4 less speed than this, or 4 less attack speed than this, then he's going to double hit me, which was basically instant death for anyone. He's also doing 37 damage, and he's got 18 protection and 18 resilience. He also has a skill that is particularly annoying for me right now, which is that he gets reduced damage for enemy Gambits, and I'm basically going to be trying to kill him with Gambits because mostly my characters can't even, like, they can't survive the counter attack. So like even the ranged units, he will counter because he has this counter attack skill, which means that he'll counter wherever the unit is. Yeah, so I do have myself, like, has got 14, so this is like only 3 less than his 17, but this is leaving me with these really weak gauntlets that are 1 might and 3 weight. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to take this wrong item. Okay, I've got an item that's for 3 speed, I'm going to take that, and then this is going to give me a chance to take a heavier weapon, so I can get a heavier weapon that does a bit more damage.
Stay focused.
And then otherwise Petra is, no actually, because I'm taking the speed, basically I'm the only person who can go head to head with the Death Knight. Everyone else is going to be doing the Gambits. And then I'm kind of hoping that Ferdinand is going to do the last attack, so he's going to be able to do some good damage hopefully with his Night Kneeler skill, which with an Iron Lance was doing 12 damage, so I've just given him like this Steel Lance. And hopefully he'll have enough accuracy and he'll be able to do a bit more damage. We'll see. And then also the thing that I've done is I've swapped Hubert's battalion out. I had him with a magic one, but I'm giving him a might one with more damage that also increases his strength. So I'm hoping he can do a bit more damage than this. He was like doing like 4 damage before. So hopefully this will be more. Anyway. Let's go and see if we can survive a hit. So the other problem with the Death Knight is that he has an awful lot of crit chance. So if he does a crit, then I basically don't have any chance but to back off or like rewind. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, so a weight 10 is not going to be any good. I'm not going to be able to carry that without getting killed. This Iron Lance I could potentially carry. This is weight 6. So my 3-point difference is going to be okay. Oh, and I just remembered I want to get Ferdinand to also get a wee bit of a might boost. Okay, so this is strength +1. Okay, and this is my speed 1.
As you wish.
So also Bernadetta is damaged, and this will give her a bit of a boost, but I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know if it makes any difference to her Gambits or not.
I will get the victory.
Oh well.
Battle.
Okay, it doesn't actually matter. I don't need to avoid damage right now because...
That's my cue.
Like, I don't need to heal or anything because... basically nobody can get countered, because if they do get countered, they will definitely die. Okay, so I'm gonna... I have like these movement things, so the other thing I was thinking is I'm gonna try to go in. And then hopefully... So depending on where the Death Knight goes, if he backs away, then I'll maybe like pull myself back and try to heal myself. Otherwise, I've got my other units all up close, so that if he stays where he is, then we can go follow up. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take my... Oh no! I haven't actually... I went and forgot to use my shoes. Oh well, okay. We'll see how it goes without them. And then also, yeah, like if I can get a weapon that's 6 weight. So I'm going to try with this lance as well. And see what we can get. So 118. So this is definitely like a 4-point increase in the damage we're doing. Hit goes up as well. Hit goes down with this one, but it goes up by 5. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna like try for the maximum damage right now. Okay, and he's kicked me, so we need to rewind.
I told you that if you...
Stay focused.
Okay, so this time I'm going to use my my moonstone thing first. My shoes even. And I think actually the sword thing reduces my chance of getting critted, so that's probably actually wise to do. Okay, so first of all, the shoes. I'm just going to quickly check my skills. Yeah, so I've got crit avoid +6, so let's actually stick with the sword even though it's less damage. And I'm boosting my speed so that I can use the sword instead of just the gauntlets.
I am Ferdinand.
I will prevail.
Put me in there. Battle. I owe you one.
I will get the victory. That's my cue.
Okay.
The reinforcements haven't...
Okay, this time we've actually managed to survive it.
I told...
Oh, this is bad though because he's actually blocking one of my squares. Okay, let's find out who can attack us. So I can't put myself there because I'll probably die. Okay, so it's basically an archer. So I'm going to need to just make sure that I don't go and get whoever is standing in these 2 squares. Or 3 squares. I better not be weak to this archer, more or less. But the speed is really low, it's 5 speed, 23 attacks, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Okay, so Edogar should be a safe choice for starters. She's only doing 4 damage right now. She should do more damage if I get Hubert in range, I guess.
As you wish.
Oh, this is a pest. So I haven't set this up particularly well because if Hubert was already in range, then I'd be able to get a boost for Edelgard from Hubert and then also a boost for Hubert from Edelgard. But as it is, can't do that. Okay. 0 from Linhart, that's not so good. Let's see what we're looking at from Ferdinand with his steel lance. Okay, 18 damage is like better than I had in the last one, so last time I had 12 and actually like in the last blow I was needing 18.
Oh no.
So maybe I've got a better chance this time. And Dorothy, I can't do anything. Okay. Oh, and this is like worse as well. I don't think I'm going to get enough damage out of these combos. Okay, but I do have myself.
Careful now.
Dorothea isn't close enough to do hers.
There's no way.
I'm here to help.
Oh, I've also gone and put Edelgard in the wrong position. Oh, but this has actually just managed to get Linhart doing more damage, so he must have a boost with maybe Edelgard or someone, maybe myself. Ah yeah, he must have a, I don't know, he has a boost with someone. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I don't think we can get enough damage in with this setup. Okay, I'm like 9 away. Okay, okay, I'm gonna restart the level and give I'll give Hubert back his magic battalion. That seemed to be more damage, and it's also ranged, which will make it easier to use. Okay. Okay, so I've got one. Okay, so I've got like 4 spaces next to the guy that are right next to him, obviously. So with one of them is going to be needing to be used by Ferdinand. So then I have 3 others. So there's going to be 3 that are doing direct attacks. So I guess I'm going to want the 3 that have got the highest damage. So that's going to be probably Edelgard, Petra, and Caspar. Potentially Bernadetta, actually. But how's her attack? How's her dex? 10 versus 8. So I might give Bernadetta. So I'll give Bernadetta, Caspar, and Edelgard the strongest battalions. I mean, Edelgard's already got one of them. And this other one is more magic. So the one that she had before is more damage. So I'll leave that with her. And then I basically want Caspar. Yeah, so Caspar and Bernadetta, I'm going to want to have the stronger ones as well. And I guess Bernadetta is going to need the one that is quite hard to... Okay, so this is good as well. This is might 10. What's Ferdinand got? Also might 8. So this might be a good one for Bernadetta. So basically I'm going to unequip all of these ones, because actually, so anyone who's got a ranged battalion is going to attack, Ferdinand's going to attack, and then yeah, Edelgard and Caspar and Bernadetta on top of that. So Petra's not actually going to do anything, apart from provide support, I guess. So Ferdinand, I would like to have more physical attack. Wait, I want a weak Gambit but more physical attack, so he can get like a really rubbish Gambit, so like one that's 4 or whatever. Okay, this is pretty convenient. So this one is giving like a big boost of +4 to the physical attack, but it's also a weak Gambit. And then Caspar, I want to have something that's going to have good charm, because he's not very accurate, and also like with a lot of damage. And yeah, the only one that is like not C or D, so the only C or D ones that are left is this Knights of Seros, which nobody can use anyway. Okay, so let's also go for physical attack. Okay, so this is +10. We've got +10, +8, +8, plus 8. But this one has got less of a chance of hitting. It does increase the attack more, so this could potentially be a good one for Bernadetta. Or for someone with very high charm. I should check and see who's got the highest charm. I know that like whenever I've had this on Caspar, he's had like 0 chance of hitting. So let's stick to the ones that are a bit more accurate, at least for now. Okay, so this Fizz attack plus 3 is pretty good. I'll give that to him. For Bernadetta, I'll give her this other one that's also boosting the physical attack. And I'm thinking maybe it's better to not bother with the Empire Warriors. And if I can level these up, maybe the Fizz attack will boost as well. For my other ones, I'm going to still want them to have some battalions because we've got to use them for the rest of the battle as well. So for Petra, I would quite like to have more Avoid, if I can get it. Avoid and physical attack is what we're looking for, so I'll go for physical attack instead. I'll give her these Empire Warriors. She's not going to miss the magic. And then for Dorothea, I would quite like some more magic. Apparently nobody boosts magic. Okay, I'll add this one for extra healing, and it also boosts her resilience. And then for my items, I'm going to get rid of this broken thing. Okay, there's a steel sword plus, which I won't be able to use, it's too heavy. Okay, I think I'm not really going to bother with any of those things. I'm going to give Ferdinand already this item that I'm wanting to give him. Or maybe I want to give him the one that's plus 3 because it'll get multiplied by 3. Okay, let's give Ferdinand the really bigger strength boost. So I have 15 plus 5, so that will be some damage, but it's not very much. I'm kind of considering maybe it would be better to give Ferdinand all of them, because if it's an extra 4 points, that's essentially 12 points added on, so we go from 18 to like 30 points. Okay. Yeah, I might try that. But I would quite still like to have my speed boosted. So that I can have a heavier weapon. Okay, somebody I gave this thing, the pendant to increase the Gambit hit rate, so okay. So Caspar, and I'm wanting him to hit, so that would be good. Okay. I think that's enough setup. Let's... I've done everything. Yeah. Oh!
Well,
Actually, I don't have any money, so... okay.
we were right.
So we start off, we've got 2 enemies to kill
Our
before we
enemy.
can bother with the Death Knight.
Battle. As you wish. This over yet?
Oh no.
I'll go.
Stay focused.
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will get the victory.
Death Knight!
That's my cue.
I'm just gonna see if anyone's about ready to level up, since this would maybe give us a wee boost. Okay, Linhart, yeah. Dorothea also.
Put me in there.
Oh well, Linhart I can level up with healing.
I'd rather retreat.
Okay, let's make sure we don't accidentally go and stand on the Death Knight square. That was very close. Oh dear.
I want to be all like.
Okay, not a
I'm
great
a quick-
boost for Dorothea. She's not got any boost to her magic, so she's not going to really help us anymore with
A great help.
doing any damage to the Death Knight or basically to anyone. So well.
Well done.
So this time I'm definitely going to make sure that all of my units are already set up for being able to support each other.
It's dangerous.
So Death Knight is going to be standing here. So I've got Bernadetta with her bow. Hubert's got his tome. I could have put him one square back actually, that would have been sensible, but oh well. Where am I? Okay. Okay, so Dorothea, I believe, has got... Okay, no, range of... I thought she had one that was range of 3. Okay, yes, the Thorn is range 3, so she can go there. Linhart is range 2. Okay, let's see if we manage to avoid getting critted. Okay, that's a good start. Oh, we just got a wee boost from the Mystery Crest, which is nice. Let's see if we can do a bit more damage with our Gambits now. Okay, so this is 5 points. We are getting a boost. I think in the last one it was 4. So let's start with Edelgard. And I'll send her around the back because we know that... okay, let's go.
There's no way.
100%. Okay, we should have a look and see what kind of damage Ferdinand is actually going to do with his Knight Kneeler. Okay, 22. It's not as much as I hoped, considering I gave him that boost. Like, I was hoping the boost would get tripled. It's kind of, yeah, so it's 4 points more damage, I think, because we were going to do 18 before. Instead we're doing 22. Okay, but still, we only have 15 left to take off him before we can do this hit, which is 100%. So I've got a couple that have got ranged attacks, so Hubert is one of them. Okay, and he's doing 4 points of damage here. It's looking like it's pretty consistent. Kaspar's is not so accurate. And he's got all three, he's got 3 units that are participating in his linked attack, so I don't think that's going to get any better, unless maybe he can get a better linked attack with some different units. Okay, Bernadetta is also hopefully going to do some damage. 70% chance, also not ideal. And I've got a ranged attack, so 95%. And it should be enough in the end.
Need backup?
Of course, I forgot that Hubert can rally, but then the group, yeah, nobody else can have the group flames, so because they've all got too low authority. Okay, never mind.
We have this!
Oh, and Linhart can also do a gambit.
You require aid?
The percentages for the hit rate are not as good as I would hope. Okay, so if we hit with all of these, then we should be able to do this. Aiming for 22. Just gonna make sure that it's not changed. We still have 22 and we've got 25 damage left, so... Oh, it's going to
Clear.
like right on the nose. Okay. Nice. This should be a success. Got it by 1 point extra.
To encounter someone like you. How fortunate.
Okay, so yeah, so Death Knight death.